Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heroes of the Vale. We are joined with our awesome cast yet again. Unfortunately, Keen will not be present for this adventure, TJ Storm. So we are joined with Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Halfpint, and Bradford as Briv, the buoyant Steel Marrow, and Lauren Urban as Orkira Eldritch, and Jen Kretchmer as Alyndra. So last we were playing... There are two suns over the world of Dallarheim, and one of them, the original sun for this world, suddenly turned red and much, much dimmer. The entire world is now far darker than it was before. At this same moment, Orkira had acquired the book that was the domain of the Phoenix, providing a great deal of knowledge, not only on how to connect with worship may not even be the right word for it, but how to become spiritually connected to the Phoenix, essentially, and even how to resurrect it. However, it was stolen by a Dragonborn named Balasar from one of the very earlier episodes, and a Dragonborn who, in fact, lived in Orkira's village, and, as it was revealed, was responsible for its destruction. He attempted to resurrect the Phoenix for the purpose of taking over the Ninter Vale and reestablishing the Dragonborn and Dragons kingdom in the Ninter Vale. So he doesn't have much regard for anyone who isn't Dragonborn. And he revealed this right when we ended. And that's where we are starting. Everyone is on Storm Herald, the floating fortress, with all the citizens therein. We have Orkira suddenly faced with this reveal, and almost all of the light in the area is now red, and there are storm clouds on the horizon. What do you want to do?
I think I was in the process of going all WWE on this gent, and I would like to tackle him to the ground, please. I think that's where we actually left off.
Sounds like initiative.
Sure.
All right, everyone roll it. Oh, wait, is no, you know what? If you don't want to get in this, you don't have to. So right now, this could just be Orkira.
Being perfectly honest, I have no idea where Briv was, if he was like flying or not. But if there is a chance that he sees this, then I am getting in on this.
You guys are back from the crypt, or are you?
I believe Briv is currently.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're on the ground. You're on the ground.
Mm-hmm. You've got frostiness in you because you went so high, but that's it.
So I'm rolling initiative if I'm allowed to.
Okay, you are.
Join me. I would like to say at this point,
just gonna watch.
Sure. Either way, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to watch. Orkira rolled a natural 20, so I have a 21.
This is the weirdest beginning to combat I've ever heard. You're welcome to join in. Like, it's the most nice combat.
So I got a 5.
All right.
Anyone else?
Orkira?
I think I am going to stand by, so I will just hold my action, but I'll get in on this initiative action. And also get my portents up. So
Penelope, just root for us. That's all we need. Just be.
I'll be your cheerleader.
Yes,
13.
I love it.
All right. So, Orkira, what are you doing?
I want to tackle him to the ground. I would like to do it as quickly as possible, please. I want I want him on his back on the ground.
Make an attack roll.
This is the worst idea ever, but that's what she wants. Okay.
If you tackle him to the ground, oh my gosh.
Nope.
I will dive for the book.
Well,
if he drops it.
I'll say what she wants to do is tackle him, get him to drop the book, and then she's got Zone of Truth plans. However, she rolled a 2.
You got a 2, so you missed.
Yeah.
You're blind with rage.
Carol,
driver him and
Carol, we don't have to fight. And he keeps backing up to the edge of Storm Herald, holding the book away behind him as he does so.
Drop it. Is that my action? I guess.
That is, your failed action. Your failed action was trying to tackle him to the ground.
Okay. As a bonus
Oh, no, he
action-
hasn't taken his action, however.
No, but I still get a bonus action and a movement. As a bonus action, I'm casting my spiritual weapon.
Okay. What is your spiritual weapon?
It's the tiny little phoenix that shows up right next to him and is going to be really pissed off because Orkira is really pissed off. So yeah, if he's going to move away from me, if he's not listening to me, if I fail miserably at that, spiritual weapon right next to him, tiny little phoenix, and then I get to bonus action attack him with my spiritual weapon. That's going to be a 16.
As a bonus action, you get to attack with your spiritual weapon. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon, and I can cast this thing within 60 feet.
Clerics. Okay. You hit him.
Excellent.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Tell me how the phoenix attacks him.
So whatever arm he is holding the book in, it basically like flies through his elbow. Like I'm trying to get him to drop the book. So all of these are like, I want him on the ground. I want him dropping the book. So this is make him and drop the book. That's going to be 8 damage. I think it's force. Let me triple check. Force damage.
All right, he drops the book.
Good.
He screams in agony as this weird translucent spiritual form of phoenix just passes right through his elbow, causing an excruciating amount of pain, and he drops the book of the phoenix onto the ground.
I growl at him.
And it's his bad arm too, and he just growls back at you. All right.
And now there's 2 gold dragonborn on the top of Stormhail just at each other.
Briv, Steelmarrow, what are you doing?
It's my turn. So, Briv is kind of dusting himself off just a little bit. He kind of narrows his eyes, sees what's going on. Orkira, tell me what thou wouldst have me do. Direct my hand.
Get the
It is
book.
a scuffle, is it not? And basically, as he's saying this, essentially, he's trying to grow a little bit and is asking permission before, potentially pummeling this person. And so, regardless of what her response is, though, he's still going to kind of do it. So it's just a little bit of growth. And so he's going to rush forward, try to grab the book. So I'm assuming that's interacting with an object there as the action. And so then I'm just simply going to try to move into his face. So basically just, raising the shield up into his face, trying to position myself between him and Orkira at this point.
Okay, you manage to grab the book. As you do so, you take 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Is that am I able to tell that is coming from the book?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. As your half-orc fingers grasp the book itself, you feel the fingerprints starting to sear as you grip it tight. And the tighter you grip it, the more it burns your skin. You don't think that this is going to necessarily kill you, but it's definitely like touching a frying pan.
It tickles. Understood.
Oh, Briv.
All right. It's again, he's not trying to get the book back from Briv, but he is stepping closer to the edge of Storm Herald slowly. We don't have to fight, Orkira. This is the right thing to do.
Stepping closer as in going away from me and dropping his guard?
Before we get a chance to take a turn.
Huh?
Do I get a chance to take a turn before you start?
Yes, if you want to. Absolutely.
Yes, I would like to hold
I
person.
didn't know you had rolled initiative, sorry.
Oh yeah, I had a 13.
Okay.
And I would like to hold person on that. Jerk. And my portents are 5 and 1, so let's go ahead and make this a moment that I have foreseen. So he is held.
All right. He's paralyzed. He's like slowly moving, and then he stops. He's not even blinking at this point.
I'm going to have Griff go fly down a rope and bind him.
That's a very complicated thing for a familiar to do, but at least I will I will have Griff can grab a rope and fly the rope around him, but I think anything beyond that is fairly difficult for an owl, I would say.
Fair enough. He's a wisdom 12 but an intelligence 2, so yeah.
Yeah, so
But
I
I
mean,
saw
I have
this show this once at the circus.
yeah, but that was a book. I was an owl scout, and I learned how to tie
This
knots.
one time at Owl Camp, the tallest house.
Please don't tell me that one time at owl camp.
No. We flew around. That's the end of that story.
That was it.
Thank you.
It was all
Moving
wholesome
along,
and wonderful.
everyone. So, all right. Valisar is paralyzed. The gold dragonborn. Part of him is seared clearly now, specifically because of his handling of the book, and also
And I
for
will
resurrecting the phoenix itself.
Out as well. Do not harm him, or the hold will break.
That's fine. Now that I have the book back, we just have questions.
If I harm him enough, he still won't move.
That checks out.
This is logical, yes. But there's an in-between phase that we don't want to deal with right now.
I'm
Orkira has
sorry,
questions.
What's happening here? Why is everyone fighting?
He took the book. He wants to bring the phoenix back to kill everyone who isn't a dragonborn. He's the reason that my entire clan got killed.
Are we still taking turns at this point?
No.
Okay, so I take the book before it burns me too much more and toss it Orkira's way.
I'll catch
Okay.
it. Does it? So it doesn't burn me.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Briv. Can you grab him and get him away from the edge, and we can have a chat?
I take the manacles out of my pack and fasten the manacles, and I try to pet Griff on the head. Silly owl.
Hex you.
Okay, you managed to tie him up. Or not tie him up, you managed to shackle him. I assume you have a key of some kind. And he's just laying there in the grass on the edge of the wall of Storm
What are we
Herald.
going to do?
Oh, I
with
move him away from the wall too. I just pick him, like once he puts the manacles on, I just grab the manacles and just kind of sling him closer,
Okay.
like to the inside of the ship.
All right.
I'll drop.
As you do this, there is a thunderous noise all around you.
Is this the
You
same
feel like
thunder that happened earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
Alyndra, I need you to make a wisdom check. Wisdom saving throw, actually.
15.
Your eyes go black, but you don't lose control. You see the other world, beyond the portal, where all the dead are writhing. The world that is made up entirely of undead. And you can see the portal above them, how they got to this world. And almost immediately, they all stop writhing, stop, and face upwards towards the portal, and start climbing on top of each other, forming a pyramid, increasingly getting taller and taller and taller towards the portal entrance.
Do I feel like I can command them the way I did before?
You can make another wisdom check.
A save or a check?
It's kind of a save, yeah. Save. Wisdom saving throw.
7.
Yeah, you can't stop them, but you feel like you might be able to. All right. What is the rest of the party doing? And you did not lose your concentration.
Watching her. Or Orkira? Do
Yeah.
we need to fix this?
Fix
Is
what?
she okay?
Oh, sheesh again?
Alyndra? Are you... What's happening?
I can help. And I hold my hand out like I'm about to slap her.
Oh, no. It's okay. Orkira can do this.
Briv, can you make sure that asshole isn't going to run away and get him someplace where he's not going to jump off? Because we have questions for him.
Is that his name? And then he walks over.
As he does, she'll call out, "It is now!" And then,
I love how famously Briv is terrible at names. Like, if Briv needed to tell the cops about, like, anything that had happened, like,
Sounds
none
made
of
up.
the facts. None of the facts would have been right.
Nope, chill. Yeah. So the first time this happened to Alyndra, she was consumed by it, and I cast
Right.
Lesser Restoration. She was better. The second time, she talked about being able to control it, and the Lesser Restoration still got rid of it. Do I have any sense of which way it's gone this time? If she is in control or out of control?
She's in control.
Alyndra, are you there?
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, you hear them. You can still communicate with them.
Oh. Yes. Yes. I hear you. They're all here. There's a portal, and they're piling one atop another, climbing towards it. They're going to try and come through.
What?
Is that the
portal?
portal you were talking about? Is that the one that's like in the middle of nowhere? Is that the one above us?
Yes. No,
Middle of
it's
nowhere.
above. Oh, nowhere. There's nothing around here.
Where is it?
It's not
Do
far.
I-
It's over the mountain range, where the rest of the Ocean of the Dead are.
And can I control my body where I am?
Absolutely.
And I'll point. There.
Oh my goodness. That's not very far.
No.
Do you need me to get you out of this?
Would you like me to keep watching? No.
you seeing-
No, I can. And I sort of blink a little bit. And I try and shake myself out of it.
What did
I
you
can come
see?
back here. I now have clairvoyance. With my level up.
Nice.
You cast. So are you? Do you cast?
So I'm
clairvoyance?
not casting it, but now I have the
Oh.
ability to go back to a place
That's
I've been.
right. That's right. Okay.
Are
I've
her eyes
had
still
clairvoyance
black?
for a while, but it's the pieces are coming together. That's a way that I can monitor this now that I know where it is.
Now that you are currently connected to the Ocean of the Dead, you sense two factions in them. Two key differences. The ones that are beyond the portal, not on this world, are malevolent, evil, soulless, completely devoid of life. They have been completely burned up spiritually. Whereas the ones that lay on the other side of the portal in this world, they're more infected than anything else by that ooze, by that strange virus that shifts them. So they are somewhere between undeath and life. Orkira, what are
There's
you
hope
doing?
for them.
I'm still looking at Alyndra. Is her eyes still black?
Yeah, they're still black.
How long you gonna hang out doing that?
You can pull me back now. There's something else.
Can you
Yes, bring
turn
me
it
back.
off yourself?
I mean, can I pull myself out of it at all?
You can shut it off right now.
Do I feel like if I stay in this a little longer, I'll be able to understand more about what's happening?
Probably. Yes, you do. You are also sharing minds with thousands of undead creatures. So you are definitely getting in, I wouldn't say information, but you feel as if they have been alerted and they all want to go through the portal now.
Oh no.
Right now. And they're climbing higher and higher and higher, and now the pyramid is
We need to
just
stop them
growing
now.
to the size of a mountain.
How? What? Where do we need to go?
We
Now?
must kill Saranthus. We must slay the deity, and they shall all fall.
We just
Again,
need to stop
we
her
should
injury.
drive into the hell portal, summon
it's
the
not-
phoenix from within the portal, let the
But
phoenix
Alyndra-
destroy everything.
Alyndra just said that's not where all the dead are. She said
That's
they
not
were
where they are.
somewhere else.
But they're controlled by their deity, is what Averin told us.
Or is the deity controlled by them? Because Saranthus gets her power from her army, so I thought
From
it was
belief.
I
is no
have read
army, there
enough
is no
comic
Saranthus.
books to know
You think?
that if you cut off the snake's head, I believe it is, the rest of it shall follow.
Briv, have you ever
Briv has
heard
now
of a
lost the
Hydra?
ability to name creatures.
It's
You know
it's,
what, Nick?
it's a
Heard of a creature called a Hydra?
Oh,
Of course I have. I'm sure I've killed one at some point.
Do you know what happens when you cut off its head?
It wails around and slings blood everywhere.
For a moment, and then it grows multiple new heads where the old one was.
I think this is more like that the snake eating its own tail thing. I think it's the army of the dead are giving Saranthus power, and Saranthus is giving them power, and until we can't defeat Saranthus unless she has less power. But how do we defeat the ocean
Where
of the
does
dead?
where
Here's
does this
a thought.
portal they are climbing up to, where does it lead?
It leads. Oh, are you asking me, the DM, or are you asking? Sorry.
Whoever will tell me the answer.
Alyndra, I will let you answer.
The portal. I'm not positive where the portal leads. Am I?
So, the portal that we're in question is the world that Saranthus had left previously. She had destroyed.
Oh, so from
That
where we
world
came
had been
from?
completely consumed with the dead, and they, no longer
the one-
finding any life to consume, had started eating the dirt, the rocks, the water.
So we fly
Till-
into that portal with Storm Herald. We unleash the Phoenix there because nothing is to be saved, and we prevent these from climbing up into it. We close the
Again.
portal. We destroy everything with the Phoenix.
Briv is just full of so many good ideas right now.
Huzzah!
This is amazing.
I have a
Okay.
thought.
What?
If Saranthus is sustained by belief, we have our acquaintances from the Shadowfell who seem to be the essence of belief.
My army.
Is there a way to use them to shift the minds, perhaps, of
Of the
those
souls that are lost?
I
And
thought
they
the
seem
problem
to-
was that they were infected with something, and that's why we were thinking about going to hell, because there was a Cybriex that was
Right.
that created the thing that infected the undead that makes them believe in Saranthus, that makes her more powerful.
Averin said the Cybriex is exactly what we need.
Yes, he also said it's extraordinarily dangerous.
That
But we
doesn't
don't know
stop
where the
heroes.
That we don't know where
Averin
the
is also
Cybriex
a liar.
That's true.
Yeah,
Very true.
Well,
but we also
we-
we don't know where the Cybriex is, but we know where this portal is.
I say we
And
go.
we know
we're
how
running
to
out of
summon a
time.
Phoenix.
Well,
We do?
you know what?
You have
sure
a
Give me a
that
general
second.
can't
idea,
figure it out.
Orkira, at this point.
Well, because I haven't really had a chance to read the book, because we were sitting down to read the book when was like, oh, it's gone. He took it, right? So
Yeah.
is Khalasar still sitting over there?
Yeah, he's still
held, or-
frozen.
Let's
He's just
Okay.
take care of that issue.
there's like a healthy amount of green drool sticking out of his teeth now, and his eyes are like really bloodshot because he hasn't had a chance to blink.
I think it's time we have that discussion I was talking about. Hey, Eldritch, can you drop your thing?
And I sort of blink and shake my head, and my eyes clear and return to their normal color, and I come back.
And I'll walk on over to Khalasar and be like,
And can you drop this too?
Are you sure?
We can't answer any questions this way, and we have questions, and I don't know if we've got a lot of time.
I assure thee he is not going anywhere.
All right. And I drop it.
Okay, he's able to move again. Orkira, this is the right path.
Yeah, I'm not walking your path. We have other questions. So, how did you summon the Phoenix the first time? What kind of instructions did you give it? And how did you even know about the book? Let's start with those three.
Saranthus told me of its existence. She thought
do?
it was a threat.
It is. And you want her to win? You know what?
Yes.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. How'd you summon the Phoenix the first time?
I don't see why I would tell you that. And Orkira, I really do not want us to be
zone
enemies.
of truth. Like in the middle of him talking, I'm done with this. I have to burn a 3rd level slot because I'm at a 2nd level, but zone of truth right under him. So in the middle of him talking, I need him to make a charisma saving throw, DC 14.
I have foreseen this moment as well. Let's get this out. I'm done with them for the day, but
God.
it's important.
He's just admitted that he worships Saranthus.
I think it's
So-
the time.
So he can't lie to me. So in the middle of talking about this, I cast the spell, interrupt him, and say,
How did you summon the Phoenix the first time, or did you have the book?
I have the book.
And how'd you lose the book?
Once you use the book leaves.
And so when you used the book, did you
And this
know?
isn't the only book.
Later problem. Did you know when you summoned the Phoenix it was going to try to kill everybody, or did you think you could control it?
I thought I could control it.
Why? What made you think that?
He's obviously a
Because I
very
thought I
foolish
could.
person.
Was there anything in the book that made you think that, or are you just egotistical that way?
The book implies that one has to be a devout follower of the Phoenix, or at least in good regard with the entity that is the Phoenix.
And then it doesn't burn you? It actually takes some suggestions? What?
Then it actually will communicate. That's the only thing I've been able to figure out. And perhaps, maybe because I am a follower of both Tiamat and Saranthus, then maybe I did not have the ability to control it fully.
Are you trying
just
to
picked-
destroy the world?
I think he is. He's picking all the fun gods to hang out with. You know, the ones that just want to kill everybody.
I'm not trying
Including-
to destroy the world. I'm trying to save the world.
By killing our entire clan. Saranthus warned you about
Dragons-
that one?
Dragons were meant to rule. It's about time they were in
What
power again.
happened the last time Tiamat walked this realm? Complete and total destruction and devastation. For
From a
centuries.
certain point of view.
So
How many points of view are there to destruction and devastation? Everything was destroyed and devastated. There's not much leeway there.
Is my family coming back to rule over this world? Are our friends coming back to rule over this world? Are any of them ruling? Nah, they're dead. They got killed because you're an idiot and Saranthus just wants everybody dead. Where's the rest?
I don't agree that dragons should rule everything, obviously, being not a dragon, but I shall put forth that we are in a circumstance where killing everything in a world is a very good plan for now. I just want to put that out there, that we have a large population of things that are no longer alive, that are giving power to the goddess of pure evil, as far as I'm concerned, and we want all those things to be destroyed. So regardless of whether this is coming from a complete and total moron like this guy, and he kind of kicks the guy in the head, and then he says, it could be a tool that could do good for us.
No, you're right, but that's a different thing. And no, I don't want dragons to rule. It's stupid.
And she'll turn back to Khalasar and say,
Oh, okay. Where are the rest of your followers, your cult? Where's everybody? Anyone else on Storm Herald we need to know about?
No. I'm the last.
The last on Storm Herald or the last here?
The last on Storm Herald.
And where did the rest of them go?
I don't know. Most of them were consumed by the fire.
What started the fire?
The Phoenix. It turned on us.
Wait, so you already tried to summon it?
Yes.
That's why the library was gone?
And all that was
No.
left was this book. No?
No, I'm referring to the village
Oh.
in the Nintervale.
So, did you know about the library that's here?
I did not.
Do you know about any other of Saranthus's followers on this world? Or were you just biding your time, hoping to start something here?
I was only told by Saranthus to grab the book.
From me?
And to prevent you from using it.
Well, guess what?
and she's just going to grab the book and in anger walk away. She's going to walk into the castle.
Saranthus
She's done.
does fear something. This phoenix is the weapon.
Briv, you're not very tough.
Art thou talking to me?
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Yes. I mean, you are only a
Yes.
half-orc.
He's speaking the truth, technically.
I actually don't know what happens when I walk away, if Zone of Truth stays up or not.
I believe I detect that he is choosing death by half-orc. And I am not certain that I would like to give that to thee. See,
walked away.
Alyndra, I have grown.
He does not need to die.
I'm proud of you, Briv.
I am so proud of myself, and then I'm just going to deck him across the face. I'm not going to kill him.
You smack him in the face. You see blood kind of trickle down his teeth, and he just smiles. Blasts you with flame.
All right.
Jeez.
I
Good.
need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Have at thee. That's a 9.
Who else is nearby?
Oh, well, I'm right next to Alyndra, so she's nearby.
I mean, we're there talking to him, so.
All right.
I will
Sorry,
pop my
everybody.
shield up then.
Briv, you take 17 points of damage. Anyone who failed their dexterity saving throw will take a full 17 points of damage. fire.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. How close are we to the edge?
Oh, we dragged him away from
Well,
the
you
edge,
moved
so
into more of the center, so yeah, not so close to the edge now.
Are we within 30 feet?
Yeah.
All right. I grab him by the manacles again. I move to the edge and I drop him. And then I whistle for Spiral.
Okay, you do so. You grab him. He's already too weak to really put much of a fight, and you toss him over the edge, and Spiral comes flying in.
All right. So I'm going to, obviously, I don't know if other people are going to act, but my intent is I'm going to.
Everyone in town is completely shocked. Like, this is like an uncharacteristic moment, even for Briv to just snap and lose it.
So I mount Spiral, though, and I'm going to catch him before he hits the ground. I just want to terrify him.
Okay, we'll get to that. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm
As
busy being
he screams
scorched,
to his,
so I'm reacting to that, I think.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right, Orkira, what are you doing?
I walked away. I took the book. I walked inside. I have found a spot to sit. If Alyndra's tiny hut is still up, I will go in there.
It would have
Okay.
gone away once I walked out of it, so
Okay.
I'd
Then
need to
I'd go
recast it when I
nearby.
get back.
And I will sit and I'm starting to read the book.
Penelope probably just feels completely useless at this point. There's nothing she can do for as much as she would want to help this man. She's going to go to Orkira and kind of just look over her shoulder in curiosity and just kind of, she has no idea what this book is and very interested in it, and maybe just sits quietly with her if Orkira will let her. Just kind of peek over her shoulder.
Orkira,
if you-
what are you trying to attempt right now? Like, in reading the book?
Gathering information, like I because of the spell, I trust that everything that he said is true, but obviously he had a warped opinion of what he could actually do with the Phoenix, considering his ego. And so if this is, she's taking inspiration from Alyndra and she's going to sit and she's going to read through this and learn. And yeah, Penelope, if you come on up, she'll shift.
I'll give you advantage. Oh, go ahead. Keep
on-
talking. Sorry.
Oh, and yeah, she'll shift and like let you sit next to her and like hold open the book, because this isn't like, she'll actually say as you sit down, she's like,
I gotta admit, I'm a little worried about reading about something that's so destructive. So if you see anything here that bothers you, let me know.
and she'll share.
It's okay, Orkira. I know this is what you're meant to do. I believe that you can do this.
You can make an Arcana check or religion check, whichever you want, with advantage in trying to interpret the book with Penelope's help.
Okay. Both of those are a negative
Make
one.
me an animal handling check,
Oh.
Briv Still Marrow. Because at this point, you just hear the sound of Valisar.
It's a 16.
You swoop in at the last second and grab him. I also want everyone to be aware of the irony of a Dragonborn with no wings plummeting to his death who worships dragons.
Wow.
Spiral
His
grabs
life
him by the
is full of
shoulders at the
irony
exact
at this moment, isn't it? His life is just
Yeah.
deliciously full of irony. Mm-hmm.
So
Excruciatingly ironic.
Yeah.
if I just swoop to catch him, then I am ultimately just going whenever I catch up to him,
Mhm.
I want it to look like I'm trying to make him think he's still going to hit the ground, and I'm just smiling at him.
Oh,
right,
I see.
Yeah, and then basically swoop him up at the last minute, and then I'm going to start flying back towards Storm Herald at that point in time, and then I'm going to find a place up at the top like Isengard, but hopefully more secure, that moths cannot fly through. And I'm essentially trying to just find a place where he is by himself, but very well contained, but hopefully in a pretty terrifying place that he feels like he could fall off at any point in time. But that's up to
Taking
him.
the dragons to Isengard. We're taking the dragons
You
to
can chain
Isengard.
him to
Isengard.
one of the
Isengard?
poles sticking
To Isengard.
out of one of the watchtowers.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to do that. And ultimately, even if it takes a little bit of time, because it's time that Briv personally is not going to spend, he starts barking orders at some of the people that are typically sentries there, that we want to make more or less a harness where this guy's going to be just strapped to the tower and he's going to stay there.
Like a ship
and
that
then-
has like the.
Yes, sire. Is one of the stranger requests since we've been in Storm Herald, but we'll try to.
Thou
with some
clearly
kind of
dost
tower
not
harness.
know me then. And
Right,
he
yeah.
begins,
True.
he takes off. He takes
sorry,
off
my
again.
sire. I don't know thee, and I should not have inferred that perhaps I do. I
Art thou
apologize.
making fun of my voice?
No, absolutely no, sir. No, I would not do. I does not make fun of your voice. I look up to you very much. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Aw, Briv's got a groupie.
Very well. And so then I take off with Spiral and he spins around one time, and then I return and rejoin the group. And I imagine when I get back there, people are just, jaw dropped or whatever, like I just killed a dude.
Everyone's pretty. Yeah. Everyone's
So-
kind of like, ooh, everyone's really upset today. Like everyone's.
I get off of
Tensions are high.
Spiral, pet Spiral, and then I turn around and I act for just a moment like I'm just going to storm off. And then I just turn, oh, he's fine, everyone. I caught him. He's imprisoned at the top of Storm Herald. I don't just kill people for no reason. And then I storm off.
Oh, it's so awkward right now, right? Oh my god. I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna go inside. I don't want to get thrown off a wall.
It's been a
At
long
this
day for
moment-
everyone.
Across the mountains, a green light explodes from the ground up into the sky. And you again hear this thunderous sound from the east.
What?
Okara, what did you
Alyndra.
roll for your Arcana or
Uh,
religion?
I haven't rolled yet. I'm gonna go
Get
religion.
advantage.
Yeah, both of them suck, but I'm gonna go religion just because that seems to make more sense for what she tried to do. I rolled a 5 and a 1, so with advantage I get a 4.
Oh.
Neither of these are her strong suit. She's not for how religious she
Wow.
is. Religion is not something she's studied
How is that possible?
because religion is all about
So-
intelligence, and she just found Paylor.
I will allow you to help Penelope since you are having such a hard time. Maybe Penelope will have a better
also-
chance.
At this
I've
point,
fl-
now that Briv has stormed off, I'm gonna head back over and sort of
Okay.
get the hut back up.
I'll
Okay.
flip through
Over
the
us?
book and then look at Penelope and be like,
There's not an index, and there's a lot going on here. What do you think?
Well, that's a pretty picture.
Yeah.
And so is that one. Maybe
Those are super pretty.
I can make sense of this.
Give it a try.
I'd like to make like maybe the same.
Yep. You can choose Arcana or religion.
That is a 22.
"Hey,
Yes.
As
I
you
think
were
this makes
staring at the
sense to me.
book, Penelope Halfpint just points exactly to how to summon the Phoenix and what's required.
Oh. Is this it?
Yeah, I think so. What is
Gonna
it?
peer
What does it
over.
need?
in the domain of the Phoenix, only a true believer can control it. And by believer in primordial, it's a loose. The relationship between gods and primordials is very different. So, for primordials, it's more like being able to communicate on a very basic level. So it's not so much that you're necessarily worshiping a primordial. It's just that it's almost like a handshake. It's hard to describe. It's like two wolves growling at each other kind of thing. And that's how it's described. It requires a ruby worth 25,000 gold pieces. A variety of like incense and candles, and certain words need to be spoken. The whole ritual by itself takes about maybe a minute if you're prepared.
Wait. I think I saw some of these things down in the dungeon. Maybe we have what we need to do this.
Well, we might have the stuff that we need, but I don't know if I summon this thing. Is Paylor gonna be pissed?
Orkira, I don't think Paylor would understand what you're doing. It is going to be not on this world, and it'll be getting rid of souls that just need to be put to rest, or those that don't have souls, but it's righting a balance. I think you need to do it.
Okay, all right. No, I mean, I agree. Those are
These people can be saved. It's the ones on the other side that can't be.
That's what we're talking about. We'll go to the place.
Yeah, we're
That
talking
takes
about.
us to a
You're going to
storm
be able to control it.
I don't. I think
If
that's
she
why we're
doesn't
going over
control it,
there. Yeah.
Then we won't be in this world, right?
I don't.
Briv
I don't
hopefully
think-
walks up at this point and says, "There's no need to control it. It's all about destruction. We're trying to destroy everything anyway."
If we Orkira, if you lose control of it, then we can trap it in that demi-plane thing that Alyndra spoke of. Don't you think?
Yeah, I
Move it
can't
away.
do that
I don't know.
anymore.
I also don't know if I'd want to do that. I mean, I'd feel a little bad summoning this awesome thing and then trapping it somewhere.
Imprisoning it?
I don't think anyone can control it. I think all you can do is just talk with it and ask. I think it's I
Well, then
think
we'll
it's like
ask.
with Paylor. I don't control Paylor. He just helps. I don't think anything can control it.
If a phoenix is truly a neutral power, I don't know much about phoenixes, but then if it hears your true nature and knows what you truly ask, I have no reason to doubt that it wouldn't listen. You just have to believe in yourself, Orkira.
I mean, I guess all we can do is try, right?
We have to do something.
Well, first we got to get to the portal, and then we got to get in it, and then I got to summon it, and then we got to get back out really quick.
Have we seen the green light? Has anyone noticed that coming
Oh
from...
yeah, the green light is consistent.
I
It
am
is
going to
beacon.
go and scout out the green light.
Oh,
I'll be back shortly.
okay.
Is that where the portal is, Alyndra?
Is it?
Yes. And you can, even though your connection isn't full with them, you can feel them.
I can sense it. Yeah. I really don't want to be doing this.
To be
Briv, you
frank,
fly up
neither
into
do
the
I.
sky,
win.
and the winds, you can feel wind coming specifically from that area, and it's on the edge of darkness. As you pass through the darkness, you're able to see, and you see the ocean of the dead and all of the sea of glowing eyes staring up at you, hungry for you to maybe land so they can devour you. But they are avoiding the portal. You see green light pouring out of this large portal in the ground, and they're just keeping their distance. You're not quite sure.
From
They
the
just
green
seem
light?
hesitant to go in there. Yeah.
Do we want to actually take Storm Herald in there, or should I just go and summon the Phoenix in there, and the rest of everybody stay safe out here?
We should. I don't want you to go alone.
I don't want
Yeah, I'm not there
either,
to tell you
but
how crazy that is. So the green light, though, real quick, is it is going into the portal, and it is not a continual light. It's intermittent.
It's a continual light that is glowing out of the portal, not into the portal.
Okay.
So it is a glow that is happening from the other side.
Can I sense anything from the minds of the dead here? I have that
From the
connection.
ones
Do
that
I understand why they're staying back?
In this world, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw or wisdom check.
Oh, no. 6.
Yeah, you can't connect with them. I mean, yeah, anything's possible. Yeah, I can't tell you really what the reasons are. You don't know. You're not able to connect with them.
I'm going to try to
Have
get
I-
closer. I want to see if I
Wow.
can see into the portal.
And I'm not there to tell you how crazy that is.
Thou art not.
No,
the
we're
winds are
perfect
really
pair.
bad. I need you to make an animal handling not saving throw, but just a check, because it is very dicey out there, and you're trying to also
That-
avoid.
That one's a 14.
Attention. Okay, yeah, you are barely hanging on. You are not in hurricane winds, but certainly very, very close. As you get closer to the portal, it's almost like an optical illusion in the sense that the closer you get to the green light, the less powerful the green light appears. And when you look down, you can see this writhing mass, this shifting. It takes a moment for your eyes to understand that these are all bodies on the other side of the portal, and all of their eyes are glowing green, hungrily looking up into the sky, eagerly wanting to enter into another world and just destroy it. You don't know if you see fear in the other dead, but some sense of preservation makes them wary. They're not I wouldn't say that you see them undead, but you see them as a crowd. The undead that are not on that side of the portal but are on this world are almost at unease. Some part of their brains still instinctually want to not be destroyed, not to die, not to lose whatever is left of what they were once.
All right. I'm going to turn back around and fly back and report the findings that, some of them are a little scared.
Okay.
Do we actually have the stuff we need, like the incense and the gem and everything?
Do you travel down into the dungeon, into the room?
Penelope, you said it was there? You saw the thing? The ruby we need?
I think so. I saw lots of things down there. We could go look together.
I mean, this is all academic unless we got the stuff. So yeah, we should probably go pretty quickly.
Okay, you go down into the room. Again, is a large kind of spherical room, and in the center is a giant golden cube about 30 feet by 30 feet.
Before
with
I go,
gears and jewels on it. Okay.
can I just say, so we would have that talk before I go. Can I give Alyndra the book? I don't want to take the book into that room.
You can hand it to her, but it will burn her hands.
I can
Well,
use a
don't-
mage hand to hold it.
Yeah, don't touch it. But I don't want to. Can you just watch
Okay,
it?
you can hand off the book.
Yeah, I don't. Something tells me not to take the book into the room,
Yeah, I can use mage hand to hold it so it doesn't hurt me.
and then I'll follow Penelope down. Sorry.
As you see, if anyone is outside, well, no one really. Alyndra, are you still outside?
I mean, we were in the hut, but
Right.
that
Oh, you're
seems to be
fine.
a fairly protected space. that I
Briv,
can
as
see
you are
out.
flying back, you are struggling with these winds. You're still able to maintain spiral, but now you can feel the full force of the wind coming from another world, in fact. And storm clouds are gathering increasingly, and you feel like almost the sun itself is darkening by the minute. And debris is now flying by you in spiral. And occasionally you're having to try to block it with your shield or use your lance to like knock something out of the way. If you can feel fear, Briv might be afraid now. So probably nervous. But there is an impending the atmosphere is different. The air smells different.
I'm going to land spiral, kind of just hop off in stride and move quickly into the room where I last saw them anyway, hopefully to try to find them. And then I just simply say, whatever we are doing, we need to do it now. It's getting bad out there.
They're going to get the book. And I send a message to Penelope. Penelope, do you think that our army would be able to go get themselves back there? Maybe help stem the tide from the other side? Since they seem to be able to travel in ways we cannot.
It was Avrin who brought them here, so I'm not sure they could be led with no one to lead them. If that makes sense.
Briv, as the commander of the forces of the whatever they are.
The irritating people.
Shadowfell.
Well, yes. Do you think you could perhaps see if there was a way to get them to try and stem the tide from the other side? They see you as the commander and they know that they need to defend us.
Of course I can. Just
I
say
think the
when.
time's come. Now.
Oh, is that when? Very well.
Briv, what are you doing?
I'm going to go. I'm trying to find a. I don't know if there's a musical instrument or something like a large horn.
You have.
But I am looking. I'm looking for a large horn,
Okay.
and I am going to move to the front of Storm Herald, and I am going to just like belt out.
You see all
Hear
these
ye,
twisted.
hear ye.
Go ahead. All these twisted Shadowfell creatures all kind of stare up.
Hail, good friends, and not remotely irritating people. I hail thee as thine commander, Briv Steelmarrow the Bold.
Briv the Bold, Briv the Bold. He's bold.
I am. So, we need thee to attack on behalf
A
of
message.
thine
I did not
Princess
say
Penelope.
Back. Just
What?
back. Well,
Can I
Who do
speak
you
back
want?
in a message?
Who do you want us to?
You can reply
he wants us
in-
to attack someone. Who are we attacking?
One moment, not remotely irritating people.
He needs a moment. He needs a moment.
Alyndra, I thought that they were to attack the undead in the portal.
to stem the tide, we don't want to entrench any sort of belief any further. And often rallying troops and fighting stems from a deep set belief, deeply, more firmly entrenches sets of belief.
I am so confused.
Just ask them to keep the creatures from coming through the portal. Keep them there.
Very well. I am back now. My army. Yes, I am back. So now we need thee to stand guard, but do not attack, because apparently that is not what we want. Stand guard at the portal and make sure that none of these vile creatures come through to attack thine Princess Penelope.
They're so confused.
Are you with me?
Yes, we're guards. We serve the heroes of the Vale. We are the heroes of the Vale's army. That's why Avon told us.
Huzzah! To the portal to stand there.
That's what they make back at you.
Onward, and I point. Go directly toward the green light and hanging up.
They almost seem like their limbs stretch to nightmare lengths, almost 6 feet long, their legs, and they just start clambering like almost spiders. They shift from humanoid form to whatever form is best suited for them to move faster, and you just see you hear a stampede below Storm Herald. The ground is shaking beneath you as they just clamber towards the green light all at once. Moving
Briv
at
is
an
just
incredible
cheering
rate.
them on. That is so disturbing, but it is so efficient. And he just, is admonishing them as they go. Crawl, crawl, my giant army.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
This ought to be good. So that is a 1, a dirty 1.
Oh, you are absolutely their commander. You know, a Briv is a commander. A
Briv is a commander. A commander is Briv.
Orkira and Penelope.
Hi.
You find all of the items you need in the room. You run from shelf to shelf. You find the right candles, the right incense. You find there a gem, a ruby, the size of a fist on one of the shelves.
Well, this is everything we need.
See, I told you, this is going to work.
You also find other strange, upsetting items on the wall as you're like moving through things, trying to find something. You find a brain in a jar, and as you move the jar aside, the brain kind of seems to like slowly float towards you. If it could look at you, it would be doing so. You find all kinds of strange items that like Avon has once possessed that are strangely disturbing. Even a glass bottle that seems to be containing some kind of specter, just like trying to beat itself against the glass. Things like
This
that.
place is creepy. Let's just grab what we need and get out of here.
But it's so interesting down here.
Yeah, and creepy, and also like undead army.
And she'll just grab all the stuff she needs to be like,
We should get back. We should get back.
And then there's this floating box.
Don't touch it. Nope. Remember, Keen said not to touch it.
It's so big and yet so small.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I need you to come with me because I don't know if I have enough bravery to do this. I need your bravery.
I'm
I'll
very
carry the
brave.
stuff. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right.
and we'll run back.
You run upstairs. Is anyone leading Storm Herald itself towards the portal?
We thought we were just gonna. Were we gonna?
Oh, are
fly
you
Storm
okay? So are
Herald
you
there?
going to fly to the portal or take Storm
I mean, I guess we don't.
Herald? I didn't know which way.
What do
I
you
don't know if
think,
we
Alyndra?
figured that out yet.
Yeah.
I can tell you that I don't think Storm Herald would fit through the portal.
Oh, okay.
I'll take
That's
a
fair
griffin. Mini mook. Where's my mini mook?
From the
Can I
stuff
get
that I've
griffins?
gathered, do I think I need like a table? Do I need like a place to set stuff down on? Or is this like cast things in my hands and go?
Mainly, yeah, it wouldn't be bad to bring like a stone tablet or something like that.
Okay.
Absolutely. You also need some mundane things like a pine cone to burn. You find one in the ground. You need ashes. That's not hard to find as well. So you find all the components that you need, but you do need like at least somewhere to like try to manage it all. So you'll have to figure that out on your own. It would be good for you to be in a stable position. Flying will probably not work.
So we'll
Flying will
come
get
back
you
up.
there. Flying down there probably won't work for you.
Yeah. We'll come back up to where Alyndra is. And has Briv come back, or Briv is like on the edge of Storm Herald at this point?
Briv is on the edge of Storm Herald. Alyndra is in the hut.
Okay.
Briv's been walking back though.
I'd head back
Okay.
to the hut first to go get the book, and then in the hut say,
All right. Well, where are we gonna do this?
Well, we don't want it unleashed on this side, so somewhere on the other side, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I got a bag of all the stuff. I just gotta get there. Do we just fly there and then? I mean, but I'm gonna need like a place to do this. I need a place in like 6 seconds.
I can give
Light
you
candles.
a Tensor's floating disc type thing.
Oh, that thing
Is
you
that
were.
safe
Oh yeah.
enough?
Okay.
I can do that for you.
Okay. Do you have to then come with me?
Yes.
Okay.
We're all going with you, Orkira.
I am a Briv, and Briv is a commander. I am a commander.
Oh no.
He's been
no.
chatting with her
I
Shadowfell
command,
friends.
Oh,
for I
no.
am a commander.
He's been chatting with our Shadowfell friends, I see.
Yes, he was
Briv,
going to.
You are now resistant to all forms of damage.
What just happened?
I don't know. I don't think
I
we know either.
command. They are not friends, they are an army because I am a commander.
All right. And they're gonna they're gonna help us? Like help push
They
us
shall
in?
hold the door.
Okay. I need to get in there and I need 6 seconds. And
We'll get it for you.
then a lot of luck.
I am very lucky.
Okay, how are we getting there? There's Briv, are we Griffin? I think I'm gonna need someone to fly me on in, or are we taking the Tensor's floating disc? What are we doing?
Orkira
I
looks
am
like
not a-
shaken. She is
I
not.
am not a flyer, I am a commander.
Aren't you both?
I am a commander. I command. I command thee to go into the portal.
Well, you heard him. Let's go.
Right, well, how are we going to do this?
How, like, what's the range and what are the limitations on Tensor's floating disc? Like, would you cast it here and then?
it's, yeah, I can cast it. It's immobile when I'm within 20 feet of it. If I move more than 20 feet away from it, it'll follow me.
But you can't be
So-
on it and move it?
I can't be on it and move it.
Okay. So we need to get into the portal and then you create it and then I sit on it.
Well,
and do
I was
the thing.
gonna, the best way is probably for me to cast it as a ritual and then cart it along with us. Because I don't have it memorized, so that's the only way we can make one, unless we want to
okay.
carry a table.
I am fighting something. Something is not right. What is the plan?
Get in there and summon the Phoenix, I guess. It's your plan.
Yeah.
'Tis a great plan.
Are you okay,
Let's go.
Briv?
I will be fine. Dost thou need a ride? And I whistle for Spiral.
Spiral
Yeah.
literally spirals through the air and lands. All of the townsfolk of Storm Herald are running into their homes, running to the dungeon of the tower and boarding up the windows as like the winds have now hit almost hurricane levels.
We're running out of time.
Balasar is actually swinging back and forth on the tower, still connected to the guard tower, looking
Good.
pretty rough.
Alyndra, dost thou have a way to transport us there? As I flew earlier, Spiral could not take the winds. I fear we shall not be able to travel that route.
Only a featherfall. At this point, I was not prepared for this.
We shall
For
have
any
to
of
get the
us?
ship as close as possible.
No.
All right.
Uh,
How close
yeah.
can we get Storm Herald without landing?
Ew. As a matter of perspective. So, you definitely want to start moving Storm Herald in that direction. It will take you several minutes. If someone is using the orb, they can certainly push it to move. If you expend essentially spell slots, because when you use the orb, you can actually double the range, double the damage of any spell you're using. If you expend one, you can increase the speed of Storm Herald by triple.
Can we ask Keen to go pilot Storm Herald while Alyndra does the thing to create Tensor's floating disk over the next 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I trust Keen. Keen's got
Nice.
this. He's awesome.
Keen is not happy. I've not seen winds of this kind.
You're awesome. We trust you. You got this.
I thought
It's
this
gonna
was
be
a
great.
Wednesday.
This is a Friday.
Oh. Well, forgive me for not
now-
understanding how time works in the Feywild.
Now you know it's serious. It's
You are
Friday.
forgiven.
Right, let's go. Yes. And I start preparing to cast Tensor's floating disk.
Okay.
It's like so immediately Storm Herald starts pushing super fast, and Keen's eyes are almost glowing from like having to try to control this
Oh.
thing.
Shoot. This only can. I lied. This can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. This isn't going to work. We're going to have to bring a table.
Is the
I'm sorry.
Well, what do you mean?
grab a
Well,
fold-up table.
tell me, Tensor's. So it can only go up to 10 feet.
It can't have an elevation change of more than 10 feet. So you can't move it. You can't fly it across a pit or something.
Right. So you can't
it doesn't
do that.
stay at this. It stays.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it hovered at whatever dimension
It does.
you
It
had
hovers. It hovers. It floats 3 feet off the ground, but you can't use it to cross an impassable space, basically.
It'll just fall off Storm Herald till 3 feet off the ground, and then okay, all right.
All right. Well, I got one in my room. I've got one of those bedtime things that you stick on your lap when you're trying to like read a book and have some
Well,
coffee or
Let's
something.
grab it.
You can't use Tensor's disk to float down, but you can use it once you're down there.
Okay.
Yeah, but won't we be floating 3 feet off the?
It's more of
wall
a
the-
than a 10-foot elevation change to drop down, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
you
once we're
can
through the-
cast it once you're through the portal down there.
Okay.
You can cast it. Yeah.
And be 10
And
feet.
specifically,
off
what does
the
it say?
Time? It's 10 minutes
Huh?
of ritual casting. I think it's
Yeah.
a no-go. I think there's really no. I'm not trying
How
to.
long does it last? How long does it last?
Well, no, it's the ritual casting issue. Of it takes 10 minutes for me to cast it right now, and so if we're going to be standing on the edge of the portal, this was trying to do it in advance of going in, but it's not
True.
doable.
All right,
without.
you better find something. You better find
I will
something.
be your
to
table.
ground.
I can be very still.
We'll help you, Orkira. We'll help
I'm
things.
small, but I can be very still.
We'll go grab a piece of wood or something. It'll be okay.
I don't want to intervene as a DM, but that's a terrible idea.
This whole thing is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Orkira takes a moment to pray to Paylor and is like, this is all a terrible idea. Stop it. And yeah.
I think we found the name of this episode.
Terrible idea.
This is all a terrible idea.
I do want to do something. So as we get there, we've still got to get outside, right? And so, Orkira, are you flying yourself?
I wasn't gonna because I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this. I mean, I'm pretty confident.
I mean, we have to
flying,
move
but
just
I gotta
a
carry
little.
all this stuff.
Right. So I am going to. I'm going to find the longest chain that we can fashion that I believe that could, hold the winds. All right. So even if that means I'm cannibalizing something from Storm Herald, I'm ultimately trying to fasten Orkira to Briv, but I want the distance between us to be to where if Briv, worst case, dropped to the ground, Orkira would still be in the sky and out of at least normal reach of these things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can try. You're not going to know if it's going to work until you get down there.
Sure. Just
So like the
doing
both
the
of
best
us
that I can.
riding. So like the both of us riding one griffin, and
Right.
Correct.
a belay rope, except with chains. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
this
trying
is
to
being
make sure
dicey
you
about
don't
that.
get sucked into something. Perhaps I can try to pull it out. That it's just an
Right,
attempt to
absolutely.
do that.
Storm Herald has now passed over the mountains and onto the other side, and you are approaching the green portal. You see beneath you the Shadowfell army that Averin was once in charge of. It's actually sticking out one clawed arm, and it forms into a big bony shield, and they are pushing all together as one army. They're pushing the dead back, and the undead themselves don't even know, are not even completely reacting to the Shadowfell creatures because they're not registering them as necessarily alive. And so one by one, you hear all of these Shadowfell creatures just go, "Oof, oof, oof," and they're pushing them through, and they get to the portal, and they create a circle around it, and they're just shoving them over and over again. Even as the dead try to climb over them, they just keep on. Whoosh, whoosh.
How
When
big
you
is
get to
the
the
portal?
center, the winds stop. You're in the eye of the storm.
Okay, that's creepy, but that'll help. All right.
How big is the portal?
It is about, I would say, 30 feet in diameter.
Okay.
So we're just gonna do this.
She's got her table set up with all the stuff.
Penelope just grabs onto her leg and just kind of like reassuringly, she's there for her.
I really think I have grave concerns about summoning primordials.
Yeah. Nope. I'm right there with you. This whole thing. You know how
I
you
have
wish-
great concerns about this ocean of the dead overwhelming everything.
This is for the greater good. We must stop Saranthus, right? This is how we do it.
Okay. So I just need to get in there so that if things go wrong, they only go wrong in there.
I want to do something very... Penelope,
Yes.
you're acting strangely.
What do you
Are
mean?
you all right?
Yes, of course. What's wrong?
She is a model of health.
Yes.
It's not your health I'm concerned about.
Is this about my fiend friend again?
Among other things. I need to know I can trust you.
Okay. I am your friend, of
I'm
course.
asking you. I'm not testing you in any other way. Are you telling me the truth?
What truth?
Look at that face. Of course she is.
Orkira, what's happening?
My eyes are focused on Penelope. Am I getting anything odd from her?
No, not really. No.
Perhaps petulance.
I'm sorry, Alyndra, did I do something wrong? I'm just trying to be a hero.
All right.
You are a hero,
Should I
Penelope.
stop being so brave? Is this not right?
No. Nope.
No,
Nope.
that's-
I
we
kind of
need your
need that right
bravery,
now.
Penelope.
That's, yeah.
All right,
If you
let's
want
do
to,
this.
if you want to grill her, absolutely, you can make like a perception
I don't want
check
to
or
grill her and scare her, but I want her to know I'm 100% serious and that I'm making a choice not to test her.
okay.
That I'm respecting her mind, but
Okay.
that
Oh,
if there's any reason that I think in this circumstance not to trust her, I am at the point where I need to know that I can trust her and that we can trust her here.
Alyndra, I spent a long time with her in the bag. She is this brave,
I know.
and I kind of need that right
Alyndra,
now.
I also spent a long time with her in the bag. Our time was better, I must admit. But ultimately, just look at her grubby little fingers. She is willing to roll up her sleeves and get the job done. She is a hero.
I think our timelines are getting mixed up.
I think so too, but Orkira is too intent on what's about to happen. She's not going to correct him.
You were dead. Let's go.
Well, he was alive with me, and then never mind.
We're in the
Okay.
eye of a storm right now.
Yeah.
It's all happened. Briv also was in the bag with... No,
Yes.
Penelope was dead. Briv
Yeah, you were
made
in the
this
bag-
up, but I stand by it. That's my story, and I am sticking to it.
The
I
sentiment
don't want to
is
interrupt the
all
amazing
true.
role playing, but I just now realized who Briv is when we make Heroes of the Vale the film. He's Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series.
100%. 100%.
All right.
Sorry, it's been itching at me all
Right.
episode. I'm like, oh my
Awesome.
god.
Someone draw that up, please. I want to see that fan art.
All right,
All
so
right,
we're taking
continue.
Listen, so I gotta go do this in there.
Do you want me to come with you?
Want is
We'll
not the
come with
right
you.
term.
I'm coming with you. That's what I meant.
I don't want you with me because if stuff goes wrong, everyone in there is gonna die, and then it'll only be me. But it would.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go
worried.
into this portal, and I want you with me. So let's.
I
I
get
am
everyone
changed to
together.
thee, so I think that states my level of commitment.
All right.
I get
Thank
everyone
you.
together, and I will cast Bless on all of us.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So that's
+4?
4 of us need it, so that will be popping it to a second level.
The D4 to saving throws.
D4 to attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
What about checks? Just saving throws, I think.
This is attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
If you need it for checks, then we need guidance instead, and that's only
I don't
on
know
one
what
person.
I need. I don't know what I need. But yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. All right.
It'll be helpful.
On the griffins. Here, I got all the stuff on the.
I've got like a piece of wood that I usually use when I'm in bed at night with coffee, and like a little TV tray kind of thing. And I'm gonna sit chained to Briv.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. What do you do? The glowing
in.
green light is now hitting all of Storm Herald from below. You are surrounded by an aurora of green light on every edge of Storm Herald. All of the residents are hiding, terrified.
Good.
There
We
is no
left
air.
them on there.
There is no wind.
We are horrible
And you can-
stewards.
And you can still hear the sound of the Shadowfell army. Oof, oof, oof. It's this constant drumming in your ears, louder and louder. Just.
Sounds like my heartbeat right now.
What do you do?
Briv, take us in.
Huzzah! And hopefully everybody stays on as Spiral's taking off. And
Who all is
Wait.
on Spiral?
How many can fit?
I did say he was a chunk.
I said it. Yeah, that's on me. I said he's a.
I mean, I can be on Orkira if Orkira is on Spiral.
Spiral's a healthy boy. All 4 of you can fit on him. So he's
I don't know if it makes sense
tough.
for all
He's just
4 of
big
us.
boned, okay? Spiral's
or-
just some of us are born bigger.
I don't know if it makes more sense for Penelope and Alyndra to have their own griffins, but I'm chained to Briv, so I
In
go
the
where
world
Briv
of
goes.
Yeah,
griffins,
no.
Imagine that griffins are elves, and Spiral is a Goliath. So
Griffins are cars, and Spiral is a minivan.
Spiral is a Humvee. So,
A stretch limo.
Huzzah!
all right.
Then as we go
Griff?
down, I am going to send Griff over to Orkira, and I'm going to put tongues on her because I know that she needs to be able to communicate with the primordial. That was something that was in the book.
Right.
Oh,
So that will also be
Well, that's
cast on
good.
her.
nicely
good.
done.
Thank you, because I
I thought
don't
you were
speak.
like putting tongues on her.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
I-
was terrifying.
Griff
That's some
is
warlock stuff.
licking Orkira. Griff is suddenly in puppy form.
Oh my god.
Some very weird high elven greeting.
I've never
I
been
feel like
by an
I
elf.
have learned to communicate with Flo telepathically at this point. And so I tell Flo that she needs to find the deepest, darkest corner, kind of like a tornado drill, and needs to stay there.
I want to go with you.
Not today, Flo. This is too dangerous, and if anything were to happen to thee, I would likely cry. And Briv cannot cry, Flo.
Okay.
I love you.
Below you,
Good
hear,
flump.
A Briv cannot cry. A Briv cannot cry. That's what he said.
I am a commander. Briv is a commander.
All right. What's the play?
Here we go.
Spiral leaps off the edge of Storm Herald into the green light and spirals straight down with all of you on. Is
I think
Orkira
Orkira
already
really
beneath
tight.
Spiral?
Are we
Yeah,
on-
I
are,
expect.
are
Yeah,
we
they're all
able
on her.
to
Yeah.
am I able, like, once I see this downward movement, can I try to correct and pull out of the green light?
The green light is what's coming out of the portal, so that's
Portal.
literally where you need to go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I let it happen then.
You spiral down into the light. You're almost blinded by all these nightmare, undead, soulless eyes staring up at you as this pyramid is formed, getting increasingly closer to the edge of your world. And spiral goes right through. All of your ears pop. Atmosphere has changed. The air is incredibly thin. It's hard to breathe. There is a rancid odor as you see this entire planet made of just the dead in an endless cycle of movement, of writhing, of pain. As far as I can see, you see a horizon of undeath. This is like the end of the universe. You see stars in the sky, and you are on the other side. The pyramid is coming up towards you.
As soon as we're
Like
on the
out
other
of the ground,
side-
or we're just getting closer to it?
Oh, the pyramid is coming up to reach you.
What do we do now?
Well, now it's go time.
as soon as we're on the other side, Orkira will open the book to the relevant page, do all of the things she needs to do. You said it takes an action to complete this, so she's lights candles, lights incense, crushes the ruby, does it all like fast, and then just before the very last second, she closes her eyes and she says,
Oh, Paylor, forgive me.
and she'll summon the phoenix.
As you begin summoning the phoenix, you see a dragon-like creature sail directly towards Spiral.
What is it?
Dragon-like, or like, I mean, do we recognize it at all?
An undead dragon with glowing green eyes, screaming as it sails towards you and
Have I already
slashes at the chains holding onto Orkira.
No.
And the chains break, and Orkira falls.
I grabbed
Feather
it. I
fall.
grabbed the chain.
Well, if I'm falling, I'm
He grabs the
wings
chain.
are out.
Oh, you don't have
I'm
wings.
holding on to.
You don't need feather.
Yeah,
fall.
I'm holding on to the book.
Yeah,
Like
you're
if
holding
everything
on to
goes flying, I grab the book and I wings out.
Okay.
So
The dead are coming up directly towards Orkira rapidly, ravishing
Penelope-
Have I already?
this rage. What does Penelope do?
Penelope's gonna jump down in between them. She's gonna dive.
Ah!
I'm just trying to keep them from getting to you.
You're jumping at
You're
Orkira?
jumping into the ocean of the dead.
I can
Think
fly
first.
away.
Oh, no, act first, think later. I don't know. I just don't want them to get Orkira. It'll be all my fault.
Am I still in the process of casting the summoning, or did it happen?
You are.
Okay.
what happened to Spiral though? Spiral just
Spiral is fine. The chains got severed.
Oh.
I got
So
knocked
was
off.
Orkira the only one?
Yeah,
Wait,
she was the only one hanging.
Yeah.
and there is
So
no
Briv-
chain now.
Yeah, the chain's
Yeah.
broken.
But I would have immediately
I'm sorry that I
started to
didn't
flap.
describe that better.
No, it's
No.
okay. I missed it. So if I see Penelope doing this, I literally am trying to grab her from doing this, and then I am trying to position Spiral and myself and Penelope, hopefully, under Orkira at this point.
I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay. That is a favorable skill of mine. All right, that is a 19.
You reach out and you grab her by her cloak for a second. And so She's just hanging from her cloak now. But now Spiral is off balance. Alyndra, what are you doing?
It's just dead all the way down, right?
All the way down.
Let's break this up. Fireball at the base of that pyramid. I mean, what's the distance on it? But it's a tower of undead.
They're only
right?
60 feet away from you. They're climbing rapidly.
So
Fireball, roll your damage.
It's a 40. Yeah, so I'm going to pump it to level 4.
Okay.
So it's a DC 15 save. And so that's 96. So that was all 2s.
They fail.
Jeez. Fireball is awesome.
Something roll on the tray. Plus 6, 19 plus. So it's 25 damage to anyone who failed. Half on.
A fireball shoots below Spiral into the Pyramid Undead, and they just explode like a volcano of death. All on fire, all burning, and you just hear screaming. And in the distance, way you can see from miles and miles away, you see this basically, if anyone was able to see it, a mountain of dead, and then an explosion like a volcano at the very top of it, and just cinders of undead flying through the air. It's granted you some time. Oh, Kara?
Hurry!
Yep.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You are blessed.
Wisdom saving throw.
Alyndra, I need you to
Okay.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
That's a 15 for me.
Oh gosh.
17.
Oh. Your eyes go completely black. And you see all of their eyes below you. And you can control them.
I will,
You can become one of us. You don't have to do this.
I appreciate the option of choice, and
You
my
can
choice
lead.
is
You can lead us.
I have
can
no
be
desire
our
to
god.
lead. I have no desire to be your god.
Think of what you could help. Think of who you could help. Let us worship you.
I spent over 1,000 years isolated. I have no desire to be in a position that would isolate me further. Thank you for your offer. I politely decline.
You hear billions of screams all over the world, all at once, until you all go deaf. You cast the spell. What do you do, Orkira?
I've summoned a phoenix. What happens?
You feel your scales heat up, and your entire body erupts on fire. Your eyes are now glowing, and you are just flying above all of this, and a blast wave of flames just swirl all around Orkira. Everyone takes 20 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'll take half of that
And
because I'm
you-
resistant.
There's no save on
Except
it?
for
Am
Orkira.
I?
Orkira takes 50.
After everything? Or
No, you just take
Okay.
a flat 50.
Okay.
And you see just light pour out of Orkira's eyes, glowing into the sky. Flames erupt out of her wings. she is almost completely disappeared, and you can see her scales start to burn and crisp away, and her horns completely on fire. And then this thing erupts out of Orkira, and you see what is at one moment a phoenix just the size of Orkira tear out of her body. And as it moves through the sky into the distance, it grows to the size of a mountain range. You can see all of the undead lit up for the very first time, all screaming, all horrified, all expecting their inevitable doom. And the entire world that was once just green is now bathed in chimney red and Halloween orange. The sky, for the first time, is aglow, and the phoenix dives into the first wave of the dead, like a mountain of undead, and they burn and explode into nothing. And the phoenix flaps its wings, and with every flap, its wings touch the ground that are the dead, and they all burn and turn into ash. The entire sky becomes ash swirling all around you.
It's working.
What do you do?
What do we do?
So,
think
Orkira
Orkira-
turned into the phoenix, right?
It came out of her.
It came out of me. I'm still flying there, right?
It tore out of her, yes.
It tore
Okay.
out like Alien tore out.
No, she's still
Well,
alive,
magically.
but she is horribly burned.
So she was flying. If she's not still flying, I'm trying to catch her.
She's falling, or Kara is falling.
I am definitely
yeah.
trying to catch her.
I think I'm still conscious and alive, but I think I'm awestruck. I don't think
You
she's doing
feel-
anything but watching.
As you are diving down towards the dead, you feel very connected to the phoenix. It sees you and you see it, and is maybe one of the most peaceful experiences you've ever had in your entire life. And you are still on fire, falling down towards the dead. Unfortunately, Briv doesn't have a chance to grab her. And as she hits the dead, they all erupt into flames. And that fire just flows from Orkira all the way down the mountain of dead and moves towards the horizon. Orkira can now move.
What am I
And
standing
the
on? What am I
flames
laying
around
on?
you, the flames on you subside, but that fire, that blast wave, is just growing and growing and growing in a circle, burning away all of the death.
And so am I just standing on dead bodies at this point? Is that
Yeah.
okay? It'll take her a second, and then she'll look up where everybody is, and she'll probably try to shout,
Get out of here before it's too late.
I mean, Briv, like, if he couldn't get her, he's continuing to go toward her on spiral. At this
Okay.
point in time,
And-
he has definitely let Penelope go and is like pulled her up on the spiral.
Mm-hmm.
All
and
right.
she'll
You fly
stand.
towards Orkira.
Yeah, and she'll stand there, watching this being.
You see it continue to move across the horizon and set the entire world on flame. And it is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's like looking at the horizon of our world and watching something just move through the horizon at a speed you can't even fathom, burning it, setting it on fire until the entire horizon is burning, is just flames. This world is dying.
I don't know if it can hear me or not, but Orkira will just ask,
What now?
That's between us.
Okay.
What do you want?
I just don't. I don't want you to be trapped here, but if you come back, what happens?
All things die. I can wait. If you agree to come find me, I will stay here.
Waiting's all I ask.
Then I will wait here. And I will finish this.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Can any of
Okay.
us hear this?
No, it's all in her. It's all in her head. But you hear a very guttural, loud, kind of screeching in the distance, like a roar. And you can hear Orkira talking at that moment. And but whatever Orkira hears, she understands.
I am poking Orkira on the shoulder, and I'm like, can we perhaps ask it if Saranthus is going to die now also? We need to make sure of this.
Was it enough?
Are they speaking primordial? Because I speak primordial.
Yeah,
Do I understand them?
You can understand what the thing is saying.
Because I think Orkira has been speaking out loud this whole time. I don't think she thought to think in her head.
If she's
No,
speaking in
you're
tongues. That means everybody
you
can
can
understand her side of the conversation.
Yeah, you can understand her side of the conversation.
So
So Briv, you say that to the Phoenix?
If I can talk to the thing, I would, but I am at least asking Orkira to ask it if Saranthus is also going to die now.
I think.
I do not know.
You know Saranthus.
I know everything.
you know everything.
So what should we do?
If I told you, it wouldn't matter. You are now all with Briv, just skulls and skeletons burned to a cinder. This world is falling apart. If you don't leave now, you'll all die.
Where are we to go?
The portal is still up above you.
You might have to grab Orkira. Orkira's not moving.
You pick Orkira up and put her on Spiro.
Out.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to fight, but I've only got eyes for the Phoenix right now.
Orkira,
Anyone
no
else?
time to go crazy on us now. And I start to fly up toward the portal.
All right.
Alyndra is not going to
Well-
be able to hold on. I'm at 9 hit points.
I'll hold
I
you.
have been
I'm at 2.
badly beat.
I'll
Yeah.
sit in the back as the seatbelt for everybody. I'll just hold on to Briv with you guys in between.
Is there any chain? If it split the chain, is there enough chain that I can wrap
I need
around?
you to make I need you to go and make a strength check to try to not only steer but also hold on to everybody else.
Athletics or strength?
You can add athletics to it.
All right, it's only a 9.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but
Penelope can assist.
you all can hold on, but you are barely holding on, and you are probably going to slip soon. Spiral flies into the air. There's no longer green light surrounding you, and Now the world is pure ash, and you can barely see. You can see the glow of the phoenix in the distance, but it is just ash in your eyes, in your hair, in your lungs. It is blinding. And at that moment, Spiral shoots through the portal.
Just
And you can
before we
breathe
do, just before we do, under her breath, Orkira says,
Orkira, destroyer of worlds.
Indeed.
Huzzah!
At that moment, the portal shuts.
Does anything seem different out in this world?
The Ocean of the Dead are still there. They're being held back by the Shadowfell army.
Briv probably knows enough about battle anyway to recognize that Orkira is not doing well. And so he, as he's holding her kind of across his lap and trying to keep Spiral going, he just says, Penelope, there's a vial on my belt. Grab it. Give it to Orkira.
I do.
Force it down her throat if need be.
am I still holding the book, or is the book gone?
You're still holding the book.
Oh.
As you fly through, Orkira drops off of the griffin onto the ground. Too weak to move. But the Shadowfell army is still holding all of them back. And you can see just Orkira laying on the ground, just burnt to a crisp, clutching the Book of the Phoenix. But her eyes are still glowing red. And you can just see this sea of dead just chattering and clawing at the Shadowfell army, but they're still completely held at bay. And the sun grows another shade darker. And that, for a moment, Orkira, you see an image of Avron. And he just kneels next to you and says, not quite yet. And that's the end of the adventure. Thank you everyone for watching Heroes of the Vale. I hope everyone had a really good time.
My brain. My heart.
I hope everyone I'm glad everyone survived. But there's one other thing that happens.
Are we?
You're still Orkira is still alive.
You're gonna be fine.
Okay. I got.
In the desert, this blasted wasteland somewhere out in the multiverse, a figure is cloaked. Tattered clothes, their fabric is scorched, riding on top of some gigantic creature. It almost looks like a hellhound. Its eyes are glowing red. Flames seem to be dripping out of its teeth. This figure is holding a scythe, nearly twice their own size. There's a vast horizon of desert and blasted waste, and they are riding into the distance on the ground. You can see the cloak move away from their chest and their arms, and their armor is entirely made of carved bones covering their entire body. The hellhound stops. They get off of it, effortlessly jumping to the ground and pull the scythe off of their back. And there is this sense of calmness coming from this thing. It's waiting. And it looks off into the horizon, the strange bone mask covering its face. Don't worry, I will protect you, for I made a promise. I am Never Ember. And that's it. That's the end of the game.
It's the end of the
All
episode.
right, thank you, everyone.
It's not the end of the game.
It's not the game, no.
There's gonna be more.
Sorry, don't mean to freak anybody out. Sorry. gotta use my words a little bit more wisely. All right, thank you, everyone, for watching Heroes of the Vale. I hope it was entertaining and fun. Thank you so much to the amazing players. Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Half Pint, Jen Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand, Adam Bradford, Briv Steel Marrow, and Lauren Urban as Orkira Eldritch. Thank you, everyone, for playing with me and running on this crazy adventure with me. There's a lot more to come. Thank you so much for watching.